Hello, my lovely starborns. Welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we are getting messages from the light and the dark side. Think of this as your yin yang reading. We are also going to tap into the collective anima and the animus energy. So, you see these tiny dots? You can think of these as the anima and the animus within the symbol of the yin yang itself. Now, according to Carl Jung, the psyche is composed of three components. The first is the ego, then we have the personal unconscious, and the collective unconscious. Ego represents our consciousness, and the shadow represents our personal unconscious. And when it comes to the archetypes, these represent our collective unconscious, right? Now, anima and animus are archetypes. So basically, Jung observed the feminine and the masculine correlation. He basically observed mm, the dynamic, the very polar dynamic while dealing with his clients. He wanted to understand the human condition. He wanted to understand the process of individuation itself. So imagine the anima and the animus in the symbol of yin yang itself, all right? So the anima is the black dot on the white side, right? The greater white side, and the animus is the white dot on the black side. So think of it as the masculine is the pronounced masculine is like the white side with the big black dot, and the feminine is the black side with the big white dot. Now, an individuated person will have a more prominent and larger dot, right? Like the it will be more pronounced. That small circle will be pronounced, and in less psychologically healthy people, their dots are like not that pronounced. It's almost like really tiny. It's very tiny. So the anima is basically the unformed feminine that's forming within a man, and the animus is the unformed masculine that's forming within a woman. So if you actually look at the biological processes, as a man starts to grow older, the feminine hormones rise in his body, and as a woman starts to get older, the masculine hormones rise in her body. And this is one way we are approaching individuation, obviously, because it's like a learning process, right? What is the self actualization all about? It is us reaching that balanced point where we are almost there. We're becoming gods. This is how we're becoming gods through the process of individuation, right? Mingling the yin and the yang in a balanced, harmonizing it, basically, harmonizing it in a way that leads to the creation of that third energy, the trinity. And what is that? That is the individuate itself, creator. We are creators of our own reality, aren't we? And this world is ruled by duality, the polarity that persists. And we If we understand the true nature, our true cosmic origin, and what we're doing here in this realm, yeah, everything kind of makes sense down the line. That is why, if you look at the concepts that are taught or experienced in when it comes to higher spirituality, there is always this contradiction. It's never about this or that. It's about that third energy. What is the third way? Or sometimes even the fourth way or the fifth way. you know, mm, the more you in which way, the more you ground the process, the more you integrate it within your own being. Avenues open up. So today I just want to get a light and the dark message for you, a message from the light side and the dark side. I want to see what they have to say to you. Plus, I will perhaps do a yin yang spread too. But I've got three groups for you to choose from. And group one, your card is this with green aventurine. Let me just show you up close. Yeah, all right. Group one, owl with green aventurine. Group two, you have the owl and the raven with black tourmaline. And group three, you have the raven with pyrite. Is that the a murder of ravens, a murder of crows? I don't know if it's the same for ravens, but yeah, yeah, a bunch of ravens. That's your card. So see which one is calling you in. Go with the image. So far, I'm pretty sure for as long as I've been talking, there is one card that has been pulling you in. Go for that without letting your mind decide for you, because your mind is telling you that this is the right option for you because this is what it would mean. We often do that, right? In bigger card readings. But I want you to actually listen to your intuition. That first intuition hits like within 3 seconds of observing something, and that's the choice, and you always know. But the longer you sit, everything else starts to come to focus, and especially the mind, and take control, right? So, yeah, choose your group intuitively, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, Group 1. You chose the Owl Guardian card. Hmm. Let's look at your messages. I'm going to pull one yin and one yang card from the Architect deck. Alright, this is for Group 1. Group 1. Messages for Group 1. What fell? The Venom. Hmm. No jumpers, please. 3 shuffles and then I'll cut the deck. Alright, we're ready. Let's look at your light and dark messages. The dark, fourth line. And the light, the creator. Wow. Okay, very aligned. And look who's in the middle of it all, the thread. With the rainbow. You're reaching out for your rainbow, are you? You are. But you are dealing with the noise that is being created by your own shadow right now. That is the shadow element at play here. But what else is happening is that your connection to your own fractals is increasing. So you're tapping into your multidimensional self, and you have access to multiple levels of consciousness itself. So you are in and out of different realms. So we're active in the astral plane. A lot of shadow work is at play here for you. You are making some course correction. Yes. in order to ground your light in a more impactful way, I would say. Maybe around this time you're also like letting, actually you're doing some kind of shadow work through the creative processes itself. So if you have a creative outlet, you you're channeling, first of all, you're channeling, and at the same time you're addressing certain hidden parts of your own being that is also somehow leading to a purge. You're releasing repressed emotions, energies through creativity itself. Others of you, if you are feeling super charged up, sexually that is, and if you are having sexual relations at this time, believe it or not, it could be healing for you for some reason, especially if it is with a soulmate. I feel like that could be a case here. And those of you, if you are practicing celibacy, I feel like for you it is more so expression of art itself in whatever form it is for you. Multiple forms, I'm getting multiple forms. Writing is very helpful. I'm getting automatic writing, especially with the owl guardian here. Some of you, you are understanding the quantum healing, the strength it has, how effective it is. So you are self healing. Yes, this is self healing. Wow. Okay, let's get some tarot. I want to get one for the creative first. Now, this will show me your anima. It is up. Ace of Swords. This is great. All right, tell us more about the Ace of Swords. That is quick. Four of Wands. Yeah, this is beautiful. So now this energy is shifting. It's almost looking like a breakthrough for me. The sword line is like a breakthrough. So what it's doing is it is ripping away what is no more required. It is giving you strength to say no to what is not for you and say yes. More so, actually, more so, say yes to what is for you. Hmm, nice. Look, Six of Swords underneath. Beautiful. Now I'm going to pull one for your animus from the angel deck. Show us spirit. Nine of Swords. And final. I see nine and ace. That's 10 of Swords. So definite release here. And what else? Strength. And this is what I was picking up on. Strength. Finally have the strength to do what is required. You are saying yes to your own truth. What I feel here is the kind of shadow work that is at play for you. It is in turn going to help you have a better relationship with the opposite sex, regardless of if you're a man or a woman. You see, it says basically says purification. I'm getting this sacredness coming back to you because you're recognizing your sacred self, your divine self. You are understanding who you really are. I want to look at these cards first. Let's see. Yeah, so basically you are redefining everything, everything that you stand for, basically. Again, course correction. This is like a course correction. You're understanding your own weak links, and you are dumping. Yes, you're purging. You're dumping what's not for you. It's almost like she's holding a broom, kind of like a broom. It looks like a broom, but it's also like reining in your own shadow, all right? Not letting the mind take over whenever it wants and tell you whatever it wants. This is a level of control going back to you. So again, this is good. This is very good. It's almost like, certain times you wanted to be optimistic, you were optimistic, and things happened in such a way that it led to one thing after another, and then your optimism took a hit. So even if, let's just say, and especially with strength showing up there, right? It's like certain things have happened so many times that, yeah, you try your best to have an optimistic attitude and outlook, but because of certain past patterns and circumstances, subconsciously it was very difficult for your mind to make its peace with all that optimism. So there was a bit of dissonance, but around this time I feel like that is what is changing. So the subconscious is actually saying yes to the optimism and is actually trying its best to be loyal to you, because the yin element, the yin is the subconscious, is the passive principle. Okay, it's the shadow. So this is also connected to deconditioning. It's a definite purge. It's different from pretending that all is well. This is no pretense. This is like consolidation of that optimism, especially with the strength being there. It's like, okay, whatever you're hoping for, whatever you're wishing for, whatever you're optimistic for, it will be delivered. It is being delivered. It is your reality. It is. No, you're not delusional. Also, you're understanding what that a level of delusion is required to course correct. Yeah, to course correct. So it's almost like this energy where even if the whole world is falling apart, you are dancing, you're still dancing, you are okay. You know that at a very deep level. So that's beautiful. And that's the message coming from the dark side. Now let's look at the light side, especially the creator. Look at that Ace of Swords. Over here, this is where I'm seeing that work. This is integration. This is the energy of integration. You are the alchemist. You are standing tall in your alchemy. You're proud of it. You believe in your own personal alchemy, actually, which has led to a level of clarity in everything that it is that you do. This is about your very existence with the creator itself, right? This is the consolidated, grounded energy. It is not the passivity of it all. This is the active principle. And look what you have: Ace of Swords with the Four of Wands. That is perfection. That is strength. That is strong foundation that is being laid. It is already here, it's present. And this is what is making you feel alive. You're curious. You want to create. You want to dream. You want to make things happen. You know that you have a level of power. This is empowerment too. And now it's like I'm getting that's 222, isn't it? Yeah, that's 22. 22. That's the It's almost like a whole new world, right? Because 21 is the word card, and then what is after that? 22. You can think of it as almost like the Fool card, but like an exalted version of the Fool, because 22 is not the key for the Fool, but it is the master builder energy, it is the master number. And with the Four of Wands here, it is like you are in charge of the life that you're building for yourself. You have achieved a level of clarity, a level of, some of you have found your purpose. And this could be a process, but it's almost like you are entering that phase where everything is working out for you because there is evidence. And even if there isn't, there are inklings, there are intuitive hits, nudges, psychic nudges, signs, things. You know it, you see it around you. So you're not like focusing so much on conditioned energy that you have lived with, or any kind of preconceived notions too. It's almost like you are becoming very comfortable in the not knowing of it all too. It's almost like you're in for the plot. You just want to see how your life is going to unfold. And this is the kind of empowerment, and this is the kind of joy that comes in, and even strength that comes in after dealing with your personal shadow, after looking very deeply and working very deeply with your personal fault lines. Like, I'm getting the fault in our stars, the fault in our stars, the fault in our stars. Mm. Maybe that book is relevant in some way. Mm. But self-healing is here. Self-healing, some of you are like, you're tapped into the quantum realm itself. You understand the what can surface in the wake of destruction, and how those tiny paths leading to creation itself within destruction, like this is you. Again, the whole world is falling apart and you are there dancing right in the center of it all. It's like I'm literally getting the image of Lord Shiva doing the Tandav dance. You're playful, very playful, and you are open to surprises. You want the universe to surprise you. All right, that's what I'm seeing. I hope this helps. And if this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Hello, group two. You chose the Owl and Raven card with Yin Yang. It's a beautiful card. And the Black Tourmaline. Hmm. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know? Messages from the light and the dark side. Left is the dark side, right is the light side, the yin and the yang. So we will get some archetypes first. One for light and one for dark. The yin, the anima and the animus, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. Look at that. The one fell. Some of you could be 30 or about to be 30 or close to 30, or this is more so about your Saturn return. The Saturn return has awakened the witch within you, hasn't it? It has. First return, second return, whatever. But Saturn is here in the house. Alright, final. Let's see. The yin. Wow, the mother for the yin with the pearl. The yang. Kairos. Phew, super powerful. And what's in the center of it all? The gem. This is who you are. This is who you have become. And becoming, the gem is getting bigger and brighter. There's something about the power of observation. It's like you understand how energy works. The mystic, aren't you? You are. I'm getting the psychic element here, especially with Owl and Raven. Hmm. I'm picking up on a very healed sacral chakra. See, with this card, you have attained a level of integration that I would say the group one is working with, is that kind of energy. But with you, it's like you have achieved it already. I feel like when it comes to your yin yang, the smaller dots are very pronounced. Very pronounced. It's like, again, deep integration within your personal divine masculine and feminine energy. Also, I am sensing reptilian energy here, the light reptilian energy, a very transmuted, shape shifty kind of reptilian energy, which is almost like you, at the soul level, you have seen and dealt with deep darkness, immense darkness. You've had lifetimes that were not very pretty, I would say. Like you have markings of, like you've witnessed wars, okay? You've witnessed wars, you have been a warrior, like a little one, like on the battlefield and all of that. Also, you understand the energetic warfare, definitely. All of ancient soul. Basically, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You have a very, very, very ancient soul. And right now, I feel like you have access to that ancient energy. It's almost like you are in charge, you are in control. You have a level of control when it comes to your life. I'm also getting also the lives connected to you. You're in and out of time, in and out of time. Yeah, so it's like you're functional when it comes to the linear time. You're functional there, and you're also functional in realms that are not bound by time. That is why Saturn was coming in like that. Hmm. Being taken towards this golden seal in the background, you see. Connected to the watchers, you have a purpose that is bigger than you. Okay, so let's get some tarot. I'm gonna look at the mother card first. Mm, I'm getting the energy of the moon here with the pearl connected to the moon. Host matrix is coming in. A part of you has a mission with a certain kind of host matrix. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Very otherworldly messages for you. Messages from the dark side. What's funny here is, okay, wait. Alright, Spirit, show us the mother. Page of Wands. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what I thought. One more. Oh, two more. Okay. Hmm. I'm getting this energy, which is, wow, yeah, absolutely. Confirmation here. Look, Five of Swords and Eight of Cups. Yes. You see, I was about to say what's funny here is the dark message for you is from the dark side is that you are almost, and this is not just transmutation. Yes, it is. When you think of it in earth terms, this is transmutation of darkness into light. You are a natural transmuter. I think you know this about yourself. But a part of you was functional in some kind of draconic host matrix, perhaps on the moon, because moon is coming in, and the moon has this other stuff going on, though it helps the earth maintain its climate, weather, and all of that. Yeah, and it's because of the moon. You know how how those ancient floodings took place. It was controlled by the moon, through the moon. So the distance is increased between earth and the moon, increased or decreased accordingly, mostly increased, because when it's increased, it causes, I don't know how exactly, but it doesn't only cause floodings, but it also twists the entire climate. It's like, it's almost like topples the earth, is toppled on its head, something of that nature. That's what happens. But that's what I'm getting here. Is the moon, is the moon that is used to control the very firmament here on earth. And you were, a part of you had something to do with this host matrix. And I think you got caught up in all this. It's almost like, yeah, you had this curiosity, and you wanted to learn. But I feel like you had a mission. So anyway, a fractal was there, and this is what is releasing. You're being released from a part of you is being released from that host matrix. I think it has already happened because everything's happening right now. It's happening, yeah, because you are walking away. You're walking away, and you're like, no, over there, let's go there. And it's almost like you're rescuing your part. Oh my god, I feel like immense clearing is taking place when it comes to your light and dark side both. So this integration is bigger than you. It's not, oh my god, okay, okay, that is why, look at that. We have five yin yangs here. Six actually. Seven. Whoa, seven. Yeah, and this is a seven card. And this is the most pronounced, right in the middle. Oh, I think you're rescuing at least two fractals of your being from immense density, part of you caught up in the host matrix, and you're rescuing like this. Look at that, with the help of your angels and spirit team. And I think these parts are returning to you here on earth. That is why moon is prominent, and it's coming back to be nourished, to be nurtured, and strengthening your earth life. Again, very ancient energy here. And this is why propagation of light is here, because your dark parts are being retrieved and purged and purified. Yes, and this was like a war, this was like a fight. Mm. You got caught up in certain things, and this is what is releasing. Your pearl is coming back to you. It's protected. You are protected. Your soul is protected. Your fractals are protected. And it's almost like, yeah, this energy is here. It has changed. It's totally changed, and it has made you wiser. It has helped you understand the nature of the Dark Mother. And we have access to all these archetypes. They're very, very present. It's part of the collective unconscious, right? Hmm. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Super interesting message. Let's look at Kairos. Kairos. Beyond space and time. Mythic. Mythic time. And of course, like what I just told you is like really, really, it's an intense message. Think of it like this is you, your earth self, and these are the parts of you that you're retrieving. You see how they're kind of like shielded by your wings. Wow, beautiful. And this is what it is turning into. And again, I'm getting that word energy here with this angel. Yeah, the preventing god. It's like you've prevented your fractals from being disintegrated almost or being consumed by the host matrix. I think this is coming from the dark side of the moon. Well, anyway, you have left that circus, so rejoice. Now let's look at the Kairos energy messages from the light side. Alright, let's see. That's the Kairos. Yeah, like I've got like. No, 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 no. These are way too many. Spirit is giving me so many. I don't want to know so much. Just give me the gist. Maximum 3 cards, please. Okay, 3 of Swords. Just as I said, 3 cards. Okay, and tell us more about it. No, look at that. 7 of Swords. That's again 10. Okay, 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 okay. And one more. Okay, the Tower. Okay. And Hangman. Mm, I'm not show you the Hangman because he's butt naked. Okay, look at that. Mm, and this is basically me looking into your anima. That and this is so beautiful the way it is showing up because this is exactly what we talked about here. And you have to work with this energy in order to walk away, move away, let what's not yours dissolve, right? Including the fears, the things, the energies, the dynamics that were holding you back. Again, I'm getting very meta energy from this group. It's almost like, yes, it is connected to your earth life, but it is bigger than this. So this is also kept telling me that if you have had a depressive phase, all right, especially lately, and if you have been really zapped out and dealing with the physical symptoms too, and you have days where you just want to lie in bed and just like stay there and not talk to people and not interact, and like it's like when you go to bed, yeah, the word your dream is super super active, but it's like hard to retain the dreams, remember what you saw, where you were, because this is all like the energy is very charged up, but beyond this realm, you see, beyond the veil itself. Yeah, because you have been facing tower moments beyond the veil. But this is so beautiful because see what the tower is taking away. The disintegrated 10 of Swords. It's like the 10 of Swords, which was hidden in plain sight with the 3 and 7. So there was a level of almost like a notion of victory. Okay, 7 of Swords has a lot to do with victory, but it's a very unstable, chaotic victory. It's impermanent. It's not what it seems is that sort of victory, all right. And it's a semblance of victory, but it's not exactly that. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. And sometimes it's like, yeah, these are this energy is required, but it's like what I see here is your shadow cannot continue to rule. And that is why we are seeing disintegration here and here too. You're being rescued. You're rescuing your darkness. You're rescuing it, and you're transmuting it, transforming it into light. Look at that. I wanna say something. This is also a level of disintegration that is present here. There is. This is what is. This is the pressure actually that is making your personal gem bigger and brighter here in this realm. This is the pressure, you guys. And again, this is beyond the veil, which kind of makes sense with these two being here. And the raven has that seven of swords energy, especially when you look into the corvus energy. It's very wise, right? And sometimes he knows how to use the darkness in a way that the light anyway always wins. So it's a bit tricky energy, but the best kind, because you're winning regardless of whatever. I want to get any anything else. Like, what else do we need to know? Like, what's happening right now? Tell us more about darkness in the 3D existence that is affecting the 3D existence itself. The Hermit, yeah. Yeah, this is because I'm the King of Wands. This is what you're turning into from the Hermit. But yeah, this is the Word of God creating all. Another seven. Alchemy, look at that. Alchemy and transformation is definitely here. So this is that typical, the very nature of alchemy, which is all about, yeah, taking all that darkness and turning it into light. Helps with spiritual progress, and this is what is here. Spiritual progress is definitely here. But this is beyond just like introspection and going within. By the way, this is within, yeah. But I feel like you are being affected by it in the most positive sense in this life. But whatever this chaos is, it is more so about your fractals in other realm, in other dimensions. And there is a retrieval here. There is that propagation of light and purification and alchemy and transmutation and transformation. And you are feeling the aftershock of it all. You're feeling the aftershock. Okay, and what else can you tell us more about animals? Okay. Ace of Cups, beautiful. So, and look, that underneath. Yeah, I'm gonna read Kairos. What is up? Wow. And I straight away opened Kairos. It is about, hmm, your lost part. I wouldn't say lost, but retrieved part, especially with the host matrix coming in. Like something ran its course. Yeah, it's almost like, it's like you were on a mission or something, or maybe just like personal curiosity or whatever. You were up to something. That part of you was up to something, and it's like time was up. And I feel like this energy could have something to do with what happened with the moon. So the dark AGI matrix that's present, that was perhaps, I feel like it's not anymore. So I feel like the moon was neutralized, and this is the energy that came in, I believe, a few months ago, like around the first supermoon, I guess. I don't know if it was February or January moon, but yeah, one of those. And that's when, I was like, who purified the moon, because it seems to be working. And yeah, something like that happened, and I think your fractal was caught up there, was present there, and it got affected. And now that retrieval and all of that is here. So again, this is a victory. Yeah, this is a victory. And you're shining brighter and brighter here in this realm as a result, because see, what you've retrieved is your own pearl. Yes. So it says, this card basically suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Mm. Within this non-linear realm, we access divine timing. Yeah, a single moment, of auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. You see, auspiciousness, yeah, because the purification of the moon that happened, that I'm talking about, it's just, you guys, I read energy. Tarot is all about energetic reading, and also like I understand whatever I understand in terms of energy itself, right? So yeah, I felt that, and I don't exactly know how to like explain it, but I think this is what it is about. And it's almost like, if you know, you know. But what I can tell you here, this is absolutely beautiful, okay? Because this is alignment. This is integration, absolute integration, like a super integration at the oversoul level, perhaps. Yeah, not perhaps, actually, yes, it is. It is, okay? But of course, it's a general reading, so take what resonates. But I think you got a very, very interesting message here. And now with the Ace of Cups, all of this is for your good, for your own good, okay? And yes, the universe is basically telling you, is apologizing, saying sorry for your troubles, with the Ace of Cups being here. So yeah, this is divine intervention. This is deep knowing, and you're okay. You're okay where you are at, especially when it comes to the Earth realm. I would suggest be show yourself more compassion. Show yourself the love that you show others around you, the same kind of love. If possible, you need to be very gentle with yourself, all right? And give yourself time to rest, to recuperate, because, yeah, you've been dealing with aftershocks of very mythic origin, okay? So that's your message. I hope this helps. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, Group 3. You chose the Shadow and Grace card with the ravens and the crows and the mother of crows and the mother of ravens. I don't know if it's still a mother of ravens, could be a parliament of ravens. I'm not so sure. But anyway, it's interesting. Like I don't even know why I chose the pyrite. I just wanted to cover this part, and my hand straight away went to the pyrite, which is often kept here. And I was like, yeah, this is the card. But then what's interesting is when I read about your card, it is actually present here is the golden energy present in the background, and this is the golden pyrite. And which is acting as a contrast to the blackness of these beautiful beings. So there's that play between the light and the darkness in this card, and I see a spiral. It's almost like it's giving me choice. Something needs to be addressed around this time. So let's see. I'm going to get some cards from the archetype deck and look into the archetypal energy at play. One message from the light side, one from the dark side, one from the yin, from the yang, the anima and the animus. Left side is the yin side, right side is the yang side, black and the white. Okay, Spirit, show us. Ooh, not now, not like that. Can I cut the deck? Okay, final. You're ready. Hmm. Alithia, yeah, and this is what I was getting while I was shuffling. It's like you're ready. You're ready to listen. You're ready to do what you have to do. You're ready to choose. Perhaps you've already made the choice that is showing up here. So this is from the inside, and again, I sing that beautiful. This is telling me shadow work, graduation. You've reached a level of graduation. You've graduated when it comes to dealing with the unconscious. Wow, the one. Are you looking at your cards? Black and white, black and white. What's underneath? Nectar. Wow, another black and white, black and white. Wow, and you see, it's like equally black and white. The background is like essentially wow. It's beautiful. I cannot stop saying wow. Okay, I just want to keep it here. I'll keep it here so that like, here actually. I did not do it for anyone else, but yeah, I'm being guided too. And look who's underneath the vision with the two owls. Hmm. It's because there's no resistance here. That's what I'm getting. There's no resistance. Hmm. You're golden. You're a golden child. They're connected to the children of the sun. One of- Some of you guys could be connected to the solar energy, like very strongly. You could have strong solar energy in your natal chart. Hmm. Hmm. There's something very intimidating about you. It's how you're perceived by others. It's the energy signature, which is basically telling everyone else that you don't want to mess with me. And again, but when these very people they talk to you and they interact with you, it's like you're so compassionate, you're so sweet, you're nice, you're kind, and that leaves a very shocking footprint. Footprint? Yeah, you shock people. People do not know what to make of you because you do not fit in boxes. You're otherworldly, not from here. Everyone knows that. Anyone who is in contact with you and all the new people you meet, there's something about your energy that comes off as not to be messed with. But the more time these people spend with you, I don't know why other people are coming in, but I feel like it has more to do with this reading has perhaps more to do with the projections, the perception of your own being. It's because I think you are finally understanding how you are perceived. And it's not like you care about all that, but it's interesting. It's interesting. It's like you could have interest in knowing yourself better, and also because you get to know others better. The more you work on yourself, the more you understand the human condition. This is kind of like what Carl Jung was up to, you know. Most of his work is because he was curious, because he was interested, he was personally very invested in knowing, in researching, in understanding the very human condition, especially the unconscious and how it rules over our life. And I think you know that very well, especially with Alithia here in the yin side, on the inside, showing up on the inside. That is again, that is beautiful because I'm getting this light energy on the inside and dark energy on the yang side, but at the same time, when I look at it as a whole, it's integrated. The light and dark is integrated. Over here, also, it's integrated. So, again, I have seen integration in all the piles, to be honest, but like in degrees, there are degrees to it, right? But for you, I feel like it's far up there. Like it's super duper more, far more meta integration than group two. And again, this is not something that is like happening out of the blue. No, this is your reality. This has been your reality since forever. And it's almost like you're peeling off layers after layers of your own shadow in order to just like witness what's already within. So this is not you retrieving. No, it's just like reaching out, peeling off the layer just to witness the rose that you are. You could be connected to Andromedan. You could have Andromedan origin. You guys have rose lineage. You're connected to the rose lineage. You're connected to the source. You have a direct connection to the source. I want to get some messages for you now. Okay, Spirit, tell me about Alethea. It's the yang energy for, sorry, the animus. Show me the animus for Alethea. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. I feel like the more time passes, the more integrated you are becoming. It's almost like you're already very much in the know, and I think this energy is going to keep expanding. Yeah, which is in turn helping you hold the light in a more profound and a stronger way. And this light is also expanding. It's like emanating out of you. I don't know what is going on here. This is beautiful. It's almost like your auric field is strengthening too. Yeah, Five of Cups by says prosperity, God, King, and Ruler. Hmm. See, whenever you face loss, whenever you face emotional pain, you basically pay attention to the message. All right, you pay attention to what it's trying to teach you, what's in it, like what's the bottom line. You straight away head for that. So it's like the way you witness and face and experience your emotions, that is changing in a way that it's perhaps difficult to comprehend. And this is almost sometimes it makes you maybe feel like that that you're not normal, but then at the same time you're like, what is normal? What is normal? Hmm. Again, this is that beautiful contradiction that our entire life is made up of. And it doesn't phase you. It does not phase you because you know better. You understand the true nature of this reality and the necessity for darkness, especially when it comes to the earth realm and the purpose it serves at the cosmic level. It's also giving me pyramid. All right, tell us more about the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups for Animus. Seven of Swords, double seven, and this is also the last number on this one is also seven. Mm. So I think it's 77. Yeah, isn't it? Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Justice. Yeah, it says knowledge of good and evil appeases divine anger. You have a deeper understanding of the unconscious, the collective unconscious, your personal unconscious, and the the underlying motivation behind people's intentions, dark intentions especially. It's almost like you are not super invested in any of it. You understand what serves a purpose, you learn your lesson, and you keep it moving. You keep it moving, and you keep pouring into yourself. You keep riding that spiral. You keep ascending it. And sometimes, if it requires a level of dissension, you understand why it's happening. It's almost like you have cheat codes. You have access to cheat codes because you understand the divine play. Of course, makes sense with the nectar. You have an advantage. And perhaps this was not always the case, but again, it goes back to delayering, deconditioning. And the more you get in touch with your own truth, the more you ground it, this process, this beautiful, mystical process is expanding for you. Wow. And now let's look at the one. Let's look at the animal. Something flipped. Mm. Talk about the anima, Princess of Cups. I need to hide her. Yeah, let's use this. She is beautiful. And you see the white swan and the black fish. Again, black and white, black and white. But Princess of Cups is unique, right? Otherworldly. Again, you're not from here, and you know that. But everyone who comes in contact with you, they know that too. And again, I feel like the more self actualized you become, the more that intimidation is increasing on the external. Like the way you've been perceived, it's almost like nobody wants to mess with you, and it has nothing to do with what you look like or who you are, whatever. It's the energy, you guys, and this is divine protection. This is divine protection. And this is almost like you are invisible to those who will latch onto you. But sometimes these energies can find you. But I feel like you know better. You are so wise. Like I just feel like you just know who you are, what you are here for, and there is no derailment here. There's no derailment. It's all about standing tall in your uniqueness and not conforming and not trying to prove anything to anyone. None of that. And also not personalizing the pain, the suffering that is caused. And I feel like you know that people are struggling with their own demons, shadows, darkness, and it is not that personal. So, a part of you do not personalize the attacks, the suffering that is caused. Sometimes, oftentimes, just to get the reaction out of you, just to like get your energy, just to access your energy. These I feel like you could be dealing with certain beings, but it's almost like You laugh at it now because the more these people find you, it's like it's only helping you level up, and you understand that. So you use it to your benefit. You use all that base human toxicities thrown your way to uplevel you. And of course, this is you turning all the darkness into light. So yeah, it's all working out just the way the divine wanted it to. Tell us more about the Princess of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Lord of Earthly Power. Hmm. Oh God, flashed. Okay. Hmm. I just feel like certain people have a problem. Yeah, they have a problem. It's almost like your presence is deeply disturbing to the negative attachments that they have. Okay, it's very disturbing. It's almost like it's scary to these beings because I just feel like the signature that you have, the energy that you have, uh, it's like it draws in people, especially people who need help, who need your wisdom, who need your truth. Yeah, it's almost like and this could be something very small, something very small. Okay, like you say something to someone and it acts like a catalyst, it activates them. Okay, something like that, and it's not that big of a deal, and maybe you're not even conscious of it when it happens, but I feel like you have this bigger impact on others around you because you're not afraid of standing in your truth. And maybe this has not been the case since forever, but again, even in your youth, I feel like you were very more at least like more comfortable than others around you in who you were. Okay, so you always had this rebel streak. Okay, which, yeah, it was perceived as rebellious and perhaps often are also perceived as a rebel without a cause or whatever, but you always had a cause. Okay, you still do. And around this time you're entering that phase where you're like, no one can tell you who you are. Okay, no one can tell you. You're super protective of yourself, of your earthly self, of your very physical presence here on earth. Okay, and some people just want to like have access in one way or the other. There's that, but also some people want, okay, it's almost like they want to throw in their own negativity your way, hoping that it will deter you, it will cause blockages in your life or something of that nature. But what they don't know is you understand the very shadow nature of human psyche. So it's like you know better. So whenever these beings, whoever these people are, they're throwing that kind of energy your way, it's almost like they're setting themselves up for failure. There's that, and it's also like a spiritual trap for them in order to get them to do the work that is needed. So you do act like a catalyst. Okay, and yes, people will try to like make you second guess or try to like get you to a point where you're not all that powerful because it is rubbing their demons the wrong way. But I feel like you've already reached that point where you are so in the know because you have this direct connection to the source. Okay, you are tapped in, and there are some beings who are sourceless on this earth, and they can try to kind of like get access to your energy. But again, all this, intuitively, and I also see you're very well protected too. So keep shining your light. I just feel like you understand the nature of this realm. And yeah, you've got it. Let's just see the Four of Pentacles. Oh, so many cards. Look at that. Nine of Cups. And Three of Pentacles underneath. Okay, Nine of Cups. What is this about? The Lovers. Yeah. The Devil. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Okay, so yeah. So these are again on an axis, right? The Lovers and the Devil. The yin, the yang. I feel like you're understanding so much more about this existence, and you're learning so much about this existence and all that through human connections, especially perhaps through romantic connections too. You're understanding the illusions at play and where it can get you, where it can lead you, and how it's important to protect your light. Because yes, you're protected, you're absolutely otherworldly, you are an ancient being, and you have this deep knowing of the human condition. You understand what goes on here on earth, right, in the 3D, in this realm, and density and the energies that exist here. So yeah, you're sought after. That's what I'm getting here. You're sought after, and you're fully aware of that. You know this very well. So yeah, it's like you're reaching a point where you understand what is from God and what is not from God. And often you have to make difficult choices. I'm hearing owls in the background. Wow. Yeah, but I feel like there's no fear here. You're not tapped into that frequency of fear at all. Rather, you're above that, and that is why it is so intimidating because certain dark beings, they don't know how to get to you because you cannot be bought. It's like whatever works on others is it really does not work on you because again, who you are is not of this world. So yeah, you've got it figured. You've got it figured, and you're not afraid of learning new things. You're not afraid of experimentation too. You're not afraid of any of that. It's like okay. And also when people want to mess with you, you play along. You do that too, whether you know this or not. You play along, and certain times it's your soul leading you because yeah, there's something to know there. Regardless, I feel like no matter what happens, you always make the right choice. It's almost like there is no wrong choice for you now, because again, that is that connection to the source and this knowing, this deep knowing. So yeah, Alithya is number 77. Hmm. Truth. This is like a deep disclosure here for you guys. I feel like you, yeah, you're one of the 144K. But again, you don't like labels. You do not care. You're just here to do what you're here to do, what God sent you to do. Okay, let's look at nectar. subtle illumination. Your eyes are very captivating. This is super intelligence at play. Something bigger than you. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. So I hope this helps. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.